Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Tampa Bay Downs here on Saturday. It is the 11th of February 2023. Going to look at the stakes races on the program from Tampa, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. It's Sam F. Davis Day from Tampa, local prep race for the Tampa Derby. Of course, Tampa Derby, very good prep race for the Kentucky Derby. So, it's a good card here today, and let's look at these four races. They're part of the Lake Pick 5, but they could have did an all-stakes Pick 4. I would have liked to seen that. But races 7 through 10, let's get to it right now. The 7th race from Tampa, it is the Minaret Stakes. It's going for a purse of $50,000. Race for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses going to the post, the distance of ground of 1,200 meters, or 6 furlongs on the Tampa main track. As a top selection here, I'm going to go with the number 5 horse, the 5 horse who was Caramel Swirl. Let's go 5-1-2-8 in the superfecta. 5-1-2-8 super. Top selection of 5 horse Caramel Swirl. This 5-year-old mare by Union Rags. Vilmont trains. Junior Alvarado gets the leg up. The horse hasn't been seen since the Ballerina Handicap at Saratoga. 7 furlongs on the 28th of August at Saratoga. And he finished second by 2 3/4 lengths that day. He just had not the best trips that day. He sat back early, a little bit wide late. He just couldn't catch the winner who just had the jump on her, was a winner next start out. I thought they were just asking a little bit too much second off the nearly year-long refreshing. Refreshing here off another long break, proving she could run fresh off the bench. I'm going to give her another shot here today. 2 back at Belmont, 20th of May. First start since of the year, 7 furlongs and optional 80. She won by 3 3/4 lengths, and from a tracking position, she quickened up nicely, and she went away with it. A 96 buyer off the bench. I thought that was a very good race there. It was her first race since the Raven run of 2021 that came at Keeneland, 7 furlongs, 23rd of October. And she won by a head, closing up from nowhere, stupidly wide, but she got the job done. A very, very good ride by Junior Alvarado that afternoon. And then in late August of 2021 at Charlestown, 7 furlongs in the Charlestown Oaks. She finished 4th by 4 3/4 lengths that day, and she just never really got there. I don't think she got around the tight turns as well. And then allowance race for $103,000 at Saratoga, 7 furlongs, 24th of July of 2021. Winning by 3 lengths from a tracking position. She got there very nicely. A very good run, earning a 95 buyer. Cutting back to 6 furlongs today should suit her well. Off the bench, training well, pacing. It's a lighter spot. She's a very likely winner. Pick 5 scenario, the 5 horse Dreyfaros for Terry Pompey and Daniel Centeno is the second likeliest winner. Was a winner a few weeks ago at Goldstream, 6 furlongs and option 62 by 2 1/4 lengths that day. And on the front and all throughout, he really put on a show even after hitting the gate. That was a very good race. First off the bench. Second off, he should really be fresh. Before that, the final race of 2022 came at Monmouth, 6 furlongs and allowance race 64,000. Winning by 3 1/4 lengths that day. Again, from a tracking position, he took off clear and then broke the main before that in June very, very nicely at Monmouth by 2 3/4 lengths, dueling that day, earning 69 buyers. The buyers have definitely been going up to a good level. Coming here at 6-1, I'm going to use this horse in the pick 5 because I think she's very loaded. But to recount my selection for the 7th from Tampa, it is the Minaret. Let's take the 5 horse Caramel Swirl. Give kudos to the 5 horse Dreyfaros. 5-1-2-8 super. 5-1 in your multi-race. The 8th event now from Tampa. It is the Pelican Stakes. It's going for a purse of $100,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field here of 11 horses entered to go the 1,200-meter journey, or 6 furlongs on the main track. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the number 7 horse, Uphold the Law. Let's go 7-5-2-3 in the superfecta. 7-5-2-3 super. Top selection 7 horse, Uphold the Law. 5-year-old gelding by Upstart. Michael Stidham trains. Pablo Morales gets the mount. The horse's most recent out came 16th of January at Fairgrounds, 6 furlongs, optional 50. First off the 4-month refreshing, he won by a length that day, and from a tracking position, he quickened up nicely, and he went away with it, earning 93 buyer off the bench. I thought that was a very good race. Coming here to stakes quality horses, again, not the world's toughest stakes quality horses. He should really get a good trip and win. 2 back at Colonial, 17th of August, 6 furlongs on the dirt and optional 50, and he finished 6 by 4 lengths that day. He was dueling on the front end early on, but then he just kind of hit the wall and just couldn't keep up. Off the long bench, I do think he needed that race. keep in mind those Colonial dirt races. They were a little bit few and far between at Colonial over the summer, but they came up very tough at times. So, I just think he saw a stronger group than the paper is really saying. If you really dig into those performances out of that race, I do think he was facing a lot tougher horses there. And also off the bench, he didn't really do wonders because it was his first race since New Year's day after New Year's, 2nd of January. That came at Gulfstream, 7 furlongs up to 25, where he won by 2 3/4 lengths. And on the front and all throughout, he took off clear, earning a career best at the time, 89 Beyer, and then won against State Breds in November 2021 at Gulfstream, going 6 and optional 12, winning by 4 again, taking off clear. He's training well at the fairgrounds, has a lot of forwardly pace. At 8-1, I think his Beyer's up to scratch, and I think he could win. Wouldn't surprise me if the 5-horse Sibelius wins for Jeremiah O'Dwyer and Junior Alvarado. Most recently on New Year's Eve at Gulfstream, 7 furlongs in the Mr. Prospector. The horse won by 2 1/4 lengths and really took off clear from a tracking position. I think that was a very good run for this horse there. Prior to that, the Meadow Sunshine at Churchill over the 6th on the 13th of November. He finished second by 3/4 length, and he just never really got going from a tracking position. He got caught late. It just wasn't his day to win. And then prior to that, the Phoenix at Keeneland over the 6th, he finished 4th by 2 lengths there, and he was facing a little bit toe-top competition where he never really quickened up. But prior to that, the Light Diffuse Pimlico over the 6th, he won by 7.5 and took off clear, a 106 Beyer, career best. He freaked that day. And the race before, he freaked also at Saratoga, 6 furlongs off 62. Winning by 3 1/4 lengths, earning 100 Beyer that day. He could have probably won around another 5 times and won that easily. His Beyers have been really nicely done. Coming here today, I'm going to give him a shot 9-5 in that late pick 5 ticket. Pick 4 begins with this race also, so if you want to use him there, most definitely do. To recap my selections for the 8th from Tampa, it is the Pelican Stakes. Let's take the 7-horse Uphold the Law. Give kudos to the 5-horse Sibelius. 7-5-2-3 Super. 7-5 in your multi-race. To the 9th event from Tampa, co-featured on the program. The 9th event, it is the Suncoast Stakes. It's going for a purse of $150,000. Race for 3-year-old fillies here. 9 horses are entered to go the 1 mile and 40-yard trip on the Tampa main track. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 9-horse Julia Shining. I'm going to go 9-6-1-2 in the superfecta. 9-6-1-2 super. Top selection 9-horse Julia Shining. This 3-year-old filly by Curlin. Top Ledger trains one. Luis Saez gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 3rd December at Aqueduct, Mile Nathan the Demoiselle, and the horse won by a neck that day, and it was a small margin of victory, but she was wide throughout. It was at Aqueduct that day, and it was Cigar Madre, a very cold, rainy day. Also must have caught COVID that day, because that Monday after it, I tested positive. Wasn't fun. I survived, but thank God for those 5 vaccines I probably had. But in the Demoiselle, she was stupidly wide throughout. She didn't have the best beginning. She had to be used a lot, but she got the job done. I thought that was a very good race. It was a lot better than the Remsen that was the next race over. But she took, I thought it was a very good race. Coming here today, hopefully not stupidly wide like she was throughout on the sloppy track, I think she can improve and run a really good race. On debut, she ran the 16th of October at Keeneland, about 7 furlongs in a main special weight for 100K, and she won by 2 3/4 lengths again. She was stupidly wide throughout, but her turn of foot was very killer late, quickened up nicely, an all-around good race for her. She's training well at the Pletcher Winter Base at Palm Beach. Most recent workout, 4th of February, which was last Saturday at the Palm Beach Downs. Half mile, 50 and 1/5 of second. 18th best workout out of 31, and the Saturday prior to that, half mile drill in 49 and 1, 7th best workout 31, and a week prior to that, half mile 49.3, 24th best out of 35. I think this horse is getting better with the workouts, coming here around 2 turns again. Gonna have to overcome a wide postra, but I just hope she's not as wide as she was in the Demoiselle, and especially on debut at Keeneland. But a wide trip isn't always as bad here at Tampa. I think the rail could be a little quicksandish at times. But at 5-2, I'm going to use her. I think you also have to use a 6-horse, Guns and Graces, at 15-1. Chad Brown trains, Hector Dias Jr. gets the mouth. This horse is your wise guy horse. I think she'll do something this year, but I also have a feeling it might be a little bit too early for her. She won main special weight here right before Christmas over the mile 40, went by 3.5 lengths from a tracking position, a little bit wide, but she got the job done. On debut in early November at Aqueduct, going a mile in the main special weight, she finished second by 13.5 lengths that day, and she just kind of stalked, but the winner just had the jump on her, but she was the best of the rest. Bars are a little bit shorter, but I think with the Petteroo, the gun runner, and the Empire Maker on the sires on the dam side, I think this horse has a good future. Will she show it today? I don't know, but she's very interesting. I do like that Tampa win last time out, and I do like her workout pounds getting a little bit quicker with every single workout of pace. And like I said, I think she'll do something. Is it going to be today? We'll have to wait and see. But at 15-1, I'm going to use her as your play on the pick five. Might do a small win place on her also. And you also can't throw out the 5 horse here, Wonder Wheel. This 3-year-old filly by into the Mischief, Marquez trains. Tyler Gaffleone gets the mount. Most recently, Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies at Keeneland over the mile 16th. She won by 3 lengths and circled the field that day. She quickened up nicely, and she got the job done 6.5 to 1. That was a very good run. Great ride by Tyler Gaffleone. Speed really holds up going mile 16th at Keeneland on the dirt. But the pace meltdown, and Tyler rode a terrific race there. Prior to that, in the Alcibiades, this horse ran a completely different race than she did in the Breeders' Cup. She basically set the pace on the front end, and she held on to the victory, winning by a nose. It was a good race there. Tyler could have timed the run just a little bit perfectly, opening up a little better, shall I say. Could have opened up a little bit more late, but he bit your fingers late. And then before then, the spin away off the bench of Saratoga, 7 furlongs. He finished second by 2 1/4 lengths that day. Was a little bit wide, but just couldn't get there. The winner was out gamer. First start since the debutante. She probably need the race. She's definitely bet on the improve every single race. Coming here today, wouldn't surprise me also she wins. But to recount my selection for the 9th from Tampa, it is the Suncoast Stakes. Let's take the 9-horse Julia Shining, give kudos to the 6-horse Guns and Graces, and the 1-horse Wonder Wheel. 9612 Super, 961 in your multi-race. The featured 10th event now from Tampa. It is the Sam F. Davis Stakes. It's a grade 3 event going for a $250,000 purse, race for 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 12 horses, a dozen horses going to the starting gate, positioned at the 1,700 meter pole or the mile 16th distance here at Tampa on the dirt course. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 2-horse Prairie Hawk. Let's go 211.79 in the superfecta. 211.79 super. Top selection, 2-horse Prairie Hawk. This 3-year-old colt by Curlin. Sappy Joseph Jr. trains. Sammy Camacho gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 13th of January at Tampa. Good main track, mile 40 and optional 70. And the horse won by a length. And on the front end all throughout, very pedestrian fractions. 50 to the half, 114 and 1 3/4. He quickened up nicely off of that, and he got the job done. A good run. Coming here back to winners and stakes quality horses. I like the tracking position he could get. I think he has a good position. I think he can win here today. 2 back on the 2nd of December at Tampa, mile 40 in a main special weight 25K. The horse won by 2 3/4 lengths, and again from a tracking position, a little bit wide late, but he still got the job done. An all-around good race for this horse there. And then mid-October at Gulfstream, 6 furlongs in main special weight. He finished 6 by 8 lengths that day, and he just stalked a fast pace. They went 46 flat to the half, 58 and 2 to 5/8, and and from a wide poster, he just wasn't keeping up. He's trending incredibly well at Gulfstream since the last race. Half-mile drill at Gulfstream on Monday in 46 and 2, second best workout of 31, and a half-mile workout the prior Friday at Palm Meadows, half-mile 48 and 3, the 9th best workout 44. So I think he's rearing to go. I think he has a lot of speed here, which could be good. I'm going to use him on the ticket at 6-1. I think the 11-horse Litigate is your second likeliest winner. 3-year colt by Blame. Tom Pletcher trains. Luis Saez gets the mount. Most recently, 8th of January, Gulfstream, 1 mile and optional 75. He finished second by 5 3/4 lengths that day. Going to a longer trip, he just was a little bit wide and just couldn't get the good turn of foot. The winner, Cyclone Mischief, had the jump on him. I think going around 2 turns today, going to have to overcome a wide poster, but I think 2 turns is what he wants to go. On debut, ran 19th of November at Aqueduct, 6.5 in the main special weight, winning by 3/4 length. He was stupidly wide, but he quickened up and he got the job done. A very good race. Most recent workout last Monday at Palm Beach, 4 furlongs and 48 flat, best workout 31, and a 5/8 mile drill on Pegasus Day at Palm Beach, 101 and 2/5 of a second, best workout 12. Another horse, it wouldn't surprise me if he finds the winner circle. And the 7-horse Dewey Nell for Danny Gargan, your Remsen winner. I'm going to use him on the ticket also. He won the Remsen from a very wide post draw dueling. I thought it was a very good race there. And then at Aqueduct in early October, 1 mile on the slop, he won by 2.5 lengths, again closing up for nowhere. 2 best races have come on slop. Is he a sloppy specialist? We'll have to wait and see, but he's trading very well in South Florida since the last race. At 9-5, I'm also going to use him here on the ticket, but I do prefer the other 2 before him. But to recap my selection for the 10th from Tampa, it is the Sam F. Davis. Let's take the 2-horse Prairie Hawk. Give kudos to the 11-horse Litigate and the 7-horse Doobie Nell. 2-11-7-9 Super. 2-11-7 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Good luck, everybody.